What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some BTD6 today and doing chimps mode on the intermediate map shoots. Last time we did a chimps challenge, we were on the advanced map spillway, and I really wanted to, I'm just gonna pull up the map really quick. I really wanted to be able to place an ice tower right here in the middle, but we weren't able to because I had to start with the ninja in order to get started. And obviously it's chimps mode, so you can't sell. But I thought it would have been really cool if we could have, because if you can get an ice tower here, let me just show you, upgrade it and place it. If we were to able to get an ice tower here and we upgrade it all the way to absolute 0, you see the radius, it's the entire area here, which means every single balloon that would have come out would have been affected by it. And we didn't even have to go larger radius to do that. We could have still then gone like permafrost so that you could get cold snap and affect DDTs. So that just seemed really cool. But because we weren't able to pull that off on that map, it gave me the idea and maybe want to try that out on the shoots map, because balloons come out from one side at a time, so we're not going to have to deal with both paths at the same time. But if we just place our towers in the middle, like right in the middle here or here, we will be able to affect both sides or hit both sides equally. The same thing applies, or the same thing will be able to happen where every single balloon to come out will at some point have to pass through the ice tower if we get it. So that gave me the idea of wanting to try this out today. So what we're going to be doing today is using Sauda and using as many stun and damage over time or dot towers as possible. I don't think it's every single stun or every single damage over time that works with Sauda, but Sauda has these upgrades that she gets as she levels up. The first one here, Sauda preys on, I think this is the first one. Sauda preys on the balloon's weakness, doing extra damage if they are stunned. So balloons that get stunned, she does extra damage to. And I was looking some of that stuff up beforehand. I think it's like 2 times damage. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers of all these upgrades, and it doesn't tell us, which obviously doesn't help us to understand exactly what these things do. But still, it made me think that Sauda would work great with like the ice tower, because ice tower can slow and then stun with the ability, or freeze. I don't know if that's a stun, but she gets even more upgrades or buffs to damaged balloons that are damaged over time or stunned or slowed or whatever. 11 here, Sauda inflicts extra damage to any balloon slowed, immobilized, or taking damage over time from other monkeys. So I think between this is slow, immobilized, basically it just makes it even broader, because this is specifically stunned, and then this now it includes stunned, slowed, immobilized, or taking damage over time. So there's a bunch of towers that exist that do stuff like that. Glaive Lord is one that I wanted to try out with it. The ice tower, like I already said, absolute 0. It'll be slowing stuff. The glue is another fun one, like super glue. And then the sniper main mob or cripple mob would be really cool with it. I think the overall weakness could be the bad balloon, since you can't actually slow it. But if we're still able to pop it, I think this strategy should work out. I did already test a variation of it on Impoppable, which is what I've been doing, as like just to make sure stuff works on chimps mode and I don't have to restart and whatnot. But yeah, that's the idea. So let's just get it started. And Sauda's really cheap too, so we can actually just start with it, which is nice. The only thing to keep in mind with wanting to use Sauda with the ice is that Sauda can't pop the frozen balloons until I think level 7. Yeah, it's the same time she gets this. So once she hits level 7, we can place the ice tower. But before that, we don't really want to, because Sauda can't pop them. Can't pop the balloons until she gets level 7. So and I'm just gonna leave auto start on. I'm not gonna worry about trying to black border this. Actually, yeah, we're good. I might just need to turn it off if we need to think. But I'm really excited to try this out. It's not as much of a challenge as to like we having to place the towers in a certain area or only use certain things. I mean, we kind of are limiting ourselves in a way, trying to use just damage over time and slowing towers, but obviously not the same as like saying, okay, only placing things in these 2 water pools or only down here or something like that. But this I'm still really excited about this. I think it'll be fun. So I think the first tower we're going to get is the boomerang, and we should be able to get it mid-round here. Just as soon as we can get it, we're going to place it right here. The boomerang, like I said, can eventually become a Glaive Lord, and the Glaive Lord will place it as low as we can. The Glaive Lord surrounds itself in 3 special glaives that shred anything that comes near. Glaive Lord's glaives now rip through mob class balloons, slowly tearing them apart from the inside. So that's a dot And I did look it up to make sure that works with Sauda. So at some point, going to get that. And it'll be nice cleanup because the balloons, like, you know, the big balloons come out here. And hopefully by this point, you know, they pop and then the Glaive Lord can clean up the ceramics or whatever's left on the inside. And Sauda as well, I think she does do pretty good orb damage. I know it's kind of weird, like we have her down here, smaller range, and then this guy has bigger range up here. But I want her, because this guy, I think if he can throw the glaive, pretty much just by the time it gets to her, then the dot will be applied and then she can start doing her damage as soon as possible. I don't know. Lots of words that I might not need to be explaining. I might be over explaining it, but that's the idea. Like, I don't know. What the hell? That was worse. I don't know which is the best placement, but that's my thought process. Okay, we could get a glue here. Fortunately, we don't have monkey knowledge, so we can't get a free glue. Or we could get the sniper. I'd rather maybe get the glue though, then I don't have to worry about the placement. I want to put the glue here and the ice here, I think. Or ice, or glue here and ice here. I think maybe glue, because this is around 11. So that means around like 40, 60, 80, 100, I think will come out on the right side here. So I think we want the glue here and then the ice here. So the ice is like closer to the end and the glue is closer to where they start to come out. Although then, the super glue glue so strong it temporarily immobilizes all affected balloons. It'll actually stop them. So we don't want to stop them before they get to these things. So maybe we put the glue in the back, actually. I think it'll still be good. I think this is also where I put it on impoppable when I was trying it out. I just don't want it to be like, we're just waiting for the fucking balloons to pop. That's not very fun. And then we'll still get red hot rings because we're gonna need that for the lead popping. Just leave this on first probably since, oh, and we have the ability now. I didn't realize that. Maybe I could have used that the whole time. Whoops. But eventually Sauda will get lead popping power too. I think it's level 13. So she will be able to pop the DDTs. Enchanted blades do more damage and allow Sauda to damage all balloons. But before then, we'll have the glaive that, or the boomerang that will be able to pop all the leads for us. And it's got a really nice, cheaper glaive ricochet now. It'll actually be like super good at popping for a lot less. I think that's like almost half as much of what it used to be. All right, we got to use an ability. We'll just slow it down and trying to get it like, I don't know, right in the middle. I don't know if it really matters. Was it just yellows or was there pinks? Oh, there is pinks. Okay, that should hopefully do it. Yeah, we seem to be good. Okay. Cool, glaive ricochet. And Sauda also has built-in camo detection. So we should pretty much be good until like almost round 30. Because this guy's going to be very good at popping balloons for us. Can pop the lead balloons. Sauda can get through the camos. We have an ability. And her ability does pop leads. And then we have a glue just in case, just to get the placement. I think it's just save up and should be good till like round 30 or so. All right, 28. We should be good. This should... okay, with just an ability. Maybe even just a little luck. We probably could use the ability. Yeah, we don't even need the glaive. Sauda can just do it. I was pretty sure she could, but still it's nice not having to rely on the abilities. The only thing I think that'll be a challenge now is just making sure we get the right towers at the right time and not spending the money too early and leaving ourselves weak to something. I'd like to get a sniper top path before round 40 and we'll put it right here. And it should be able to almost solo the mob because it can stun it in place and then it can like one-shot these ceramics. And we may be able to even afford more glaives too with that. And at some point we'll remove these towers as well. But let's get the sniper placed. In the meantime, maybe we'll remove those towers right away. I'm putting it down here as close as we can because I want to put a village here. And the village will then get our guys up here in range and all the guys down here. So we can just set this destroying right away. Get this, get that. Might as well get that too. And then we'll just save up for main mob and more glaives. I'm not 100% sure on the money. How much we'll have, what we'll be able to afford for sure. Okay, and Sauda's level 7 now. So we could place the ice tower if we want. Could be nice. I want to get it as soon as possible just because that was what I was most excited about using. So I'm gonna move it as close to the middle as we can just to be able to affect both sides. This is pretty good, I think. Hopefully we're not off by a little bit. That might have been a bad decision. But Yeah, Sauda's able to get all the camo still. I'm not 100% sure on all the camo rounds before 40. There's like the one with the pinks and the green camos, and then the white camos at some point. I think I already saw some. I think there might be another round as well. But this is 39, so it's looking a little tight. If we could afford to remove this and the sniper, that would be great. Sweet, we can. So it should pretty much just solo it. Let's see. And then Sauda can also jump. This thing also does more damage over time. Or is like the towers that are affected by the stun, as well as once she hits 11, slowed, immobilized, taking damage over time. Even like this affects that. This attack is buffed, gets buffed. So even though her range is really small, if we can be like slowing stuff way out here with the sniper, we can just, that gives us more opportunity to spam this ability and stuff, which is pretty cool. So I think let's put auto start back on, and we'll remove this, get a village here, and get the more glaives is the plan, just to have a little extra balloon popping power. I don't think we'll see a mob for a while. Yeah, let's remove this so we can get the village. And yeah, we need the more camo detection. Oh, we could just use an ability. Oh, we were totally fine that time. Okay, whatever. All right, this should be good. We also could even get an alchemist. Are you kidding me? Okay, I need to just pause it because I cannot place this. It takes me forever to place everything. Okay, that's good. And then we'll get jungle drums first. That should be enough. Okay, jungle drums. Then we will get, just save up. More glaives would be nice to get, but if we need the camo detection, we'll get that. I will get the camo here. Okay, and at some point too, I'm thinking we go top path because we have primary. All of them will get buffed if we get like primary training and primary whatever it's called after that. And now we can get this, and we should be good probably till the BFB now, because this should take care of pretty much every single balloon. And I don't think we're gonna get overwhelmed by mobs with this before round 60. Yeah, just keep saving up and try not to spend the money and leave ourselves in a bad spot. Yeah, mobs are getting stopped right up here. This is, the shrapnel shot is really nice because we're able to get a good angle on both of these paths, and it just kind of like shotgun sprays off of the first balloon it hits, I think, and then we're able to stun a bunch of mobs at the same time. I'm not sure if I want to go Glaive Lord first, or like just save straight up for a Glaive Lord, or possibly get like this. I'm thinking going bottom path, because if we get a super glue, we're not going to need the top path. We're not going to have any issues with slowing down mobs, which I think is you get more mob slowdown if you go top path, and you can hit DDTs. But bottom, if we go bottom, we'll be able to pretty much affect all ceramics. We're never going to get overwhelmed by that, and we're going to get a little bit more range, which sounded cool. I think maybe 63 could be tricky, and we also could get, I'm thinking like a 013 glue if we need to before going super glue, just to get a little additional mob slowdown. Cannot even see the bad or BFB. And I don't even think, yeah, I'm spamming Sauda's ability, or I was there, and it doesn't even let you use it until you can see the mobs, I guess. But let's see how 63 goes. We're actually really close. 31. Oh, we might be able to get that before 63. That's kind of insane. I think it's probably worth it. Is not the most expensive. Super glue is 25. Sniper is 34. Ice is 20. Glaive is 31. So it's the most expensive thing besides the cripple mob. Let's see if we lose to 63. I'm kind of curious if this guy by itself could take down 63. We could always use Sauda's abilities too. Okay, yeah. Looks like we need something. Okay, we'll get it. All right. And 63, we basically should not have any problems until 80. We'll probably need to get a little more slowdown for mobs with this. So I'll actually do that right now. And I like to get the primary training and stuff, but in case we're going to be like short on money at some point, I don't want to get anything we don't need for sure. So I think we'll get this. So I think that might be something we would need. Well, because this is always going to be hitting the strongest balloon, which means mobs. If like at some point it's going to be hitting BFBs, and then mobs are just going to be coming through. So this can slow down those. I still think maybe just wait on the ice for now. Yeah, this will be good slowdown. This should clean up pretty much everything. Leaving that sound strong is good. And then we'll just use Sauda's ability on those things that are way out there. I mistimed that pretty bad. But once they're grouped up over there, then we can just use Sauda's ability to get some nice damage on them. And I think it still ticks, like it just sits, they just sit on these swords, and I think it just continues to damage them. Maybe even getting an alchemist on this just to speed it up a little bit, because this doesn't shoot the fastest. Nice. And an alchemist buff could probably be pretty good for it. I don't know. That's obviously not the thing I'm wanting to showcase. I wanted to get the glue and the ice. I'll just probably wait on that too. Oh, I should set Sauda to strong. That's probably the strategy, so that she hits the same thing, because her range is so short. Nice. And then we just jump on those big ones, and Glaive Lord shouldn't have as hard of a time with the smaller ones. And 76 just flew by. I think the thing to think about is round 90 we want super glue probably. Sauda will be able to affect DDTs by then, and we'll have this for DDTs, but I think we won't pop them quick enough, or we'll get overwhelmed. So super glue before 90 is probably smart. And then this, I just want to get probably as soon as we can. If we can get it before 98, that's probably the most important thing, so that all the balloons from 98 don't overwhelm us. And Cripple Mob, I think if we can afford it, it will be a nice buff, because it makes it's a buff itself. Crippled mobs are immobilized for longer and take extra damage from all other attacks. So like it puts a debuff on mobs itself, and that stacks with, or maybe not stacks, but Sauda has her own ability or passive that makes her do more damage to those to stun things anyway. So they kind of combine, but it works well with like our other towers will do additional damage because of the cripple mob itself. So if we're able to get that, that would be nice. Just jump. Damn it! I have her set to strong. She didn't hit those. Maybe they weren't on the screen, the BFBs. Oh well. Nice. Can we jump yet? Oh yeah, we can't even jump until right there. So I think, can we get super glue? All right, we'll just get it now. Super glue, glue splatter. And this is coming very slowly, but as soon as it gets to this will kill it. And I think it was a good idea putting it over here, because you can see its range is pretty big. Big balloons will probably, once they get to this guy, Sauda hopefully could reach. But once we get to top path village, our primary towers will get even more range. So I think we should be good versus this. We'll jump on once they get to mobs maybe. Nice. Yeah, and the super glue does damage, even though it's we don't go top half. The super glue itself does glue so strong it temporarily immobilizes all affected balloons. I don't know why it doesn't tell us, but it does do damage to mob class balloons. I don't think it does damage to the balloons, the little ones though. I don't think we'll get overwhelmed by any of this. We have super glue, Glaive Lord, and Sauda. I just wasted an ability. I want Sauda to get as many pops as she can. So I need to try and time those abilities better, so that by the end of the game it doesn't look like she didn't do anything. Because I think she has the potential to do a lot, even though this is you know, she has such a small range and it's a long map. But her ability is really good. How much do you have right now? 40k. This guy's 300, 100. Yeah. Getting this guy and trying to get it some pops as well kind of sounds fun. So I think, let's go ice now. Let's go middle path ice with the bottom path. We might be able to get that because the money's rolling in. Might be able to get that and cripple mob. I'm gonna get it right now. Almost. This ability I don't think will do too much damage, but it'll do something, and it'll freeze stuff. So I think Sauda's attack will get buffed by it, in case our sniper's not hitting the balloon that Sauda's hitting. This will affect all the balloons. Does it affect these? It seemed like it's loaded, I don't know. And we'll still get this at some point, but I'm just wanting to get the 5th tiers first. It seems to, yeah, you get a little ice on the big balloon there, so it seems to work on the big balloons. All right, now we got absolute 0, and look at the range on this. Yeah, this is really cool, and it'll get even bigger once we get the village. Use Sauda. Sauda's not doesn't look like she's able to hit all of those things, but use Sauda ability, jump on them. I'm gonna just freeze them again. Why not? Freeze, jump. Or freeze in addition to the sniper. Freeze again. Sauda jump. Freeze again. This cooldown comes back so fast. Freeze, jump. Okay, then we got some ZOMGs. Did we get the range on this? We did. At this point, we definitely get this. We have all the primary towers we're gonna get. This guy has huge range. This guy has huge range. Glaive Lord is huge range. Freeze, jump. I don't think multiple stuns and or slows make Sauda do more. I think it's just like you only need one. So I don't know if overlapping them actually makes us do more. I don't think it does. But we have the ability, so why not use it? All right, around 90. So this guy can't do leads. So he can't slow DDTs, but we have super glue with a village, giving it camo detection. So we should be good. And the sniper can hit them. So we're gonna get this probably around 95 maybe? And everything's getting taken down. Like as soon as it gets to like here or here, everything's getting taken down. Freeze, jump. We'll use the freeze again to slow these. Give us more time for our ability to come back. And jump. The jump did go here, yeah. So the jump is hitting the strong ones as long as I wait for them to get on the screen. Freeze, jump. Sauda's pop counts going up now. Almost 200k. Freeze. Oh, the freeze did work. Huh. So I guess the freeze does work on DDTs. Ability so cold it freezes. It is so cold it freezes all regular balloons for longer, including white zebra camo, and slows Mode class longer, and greatly increases the attack speed of all ice monkeys for the duration. Oh, that's really cool. Doesn't say lead though. That's why I'm confused, because that's usually why you go this. And we don't have an alchemist buffing us, or an MIB. Maybe it's just the ability is able to hit all balloons. All right, let's wait for those to for sure get on the screen. Jump, freeze. Might as well use this. I should use that when they're not in range of Sauda. Freeze. 250k? I wonder what the cooldown is on this. It's like gotta be like 20 seconds or less, maybe 30. Yeah, I think if we put the glue over here, that also could have been pretty bad because they're getting slowed and Sauda's barely able to hit them. The Glaive Lord honestly might be the top. I think the Glaive Lord will be the top popper at the end of all this. All right, we got 95. We have super glue, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I guess our ice can slow them still. And we have Sauda's 2 abilities that should affect DDTs. So we'll wait for a little build up and then we'll jump. And if we get caught up, we'll use Sauda's second ability. Doesn't look like it, so I don't know which would do more damage. Sauda just using her normal attack or using the second ability. Uh-oh. Freeze? Okay. That was a little scarier than I thought it would be. We have everything but an alchemist. So maybe an alchemist would actually be really good for this, but that's okay. I will jump, freeze, and we'll use that. Can't get overwhelmed by ceramics basically with this. And I think we get cripple mode as soon as we can. We're getting really close to the bad though. And if we don't have enough money to get one other thing, we might have trouble against it. And that's what I'm worried about. All right, we're gonna wait till the ZOMGs get on the screen and then we can jump on them. Okay, freeze, jump. This guy's on strong, yeah, okay. We use Sauda's second ability. And we'll just spam the freeze, give us more time, combined with the sniper slowdown. And I'm gonna wait on cripple mode. It's not an ability, like we don't need to wait for the cooldown to come back or anything. They were frozen almost more than half of the duration of this. Okay, hopefully don't get overwhelmed here. Got them glued. We have all of the dots on them. We have a Sauda second ability if they get out of range. I'm just gonna save the freeze. Oh, this wasn't even... I didn't realize I had to... I didn't have speed up going. Whoops. Okay, wait for these to get range of Sauda. Freeze, jump. And spam the freeze. How much pops did this guy got? 6k? Okay, that's not great, but I mean, he's helping all of our other towers. Freeze, jump. Freeze. I'm thinking for the last tower, I was looking up all of the things that work with Sauda. This applies a laser tip shots, shock balloons into popping again 1 second after being struck. So this gives us it's another damage over time effect that works with Sauda, and it has full map range. So I thought this could be pretty good if we're able to afford it. I'm thinking plasma accelerator, but maybe we wait till round 80 to do that, or 100. I'm saying all the wrong things just in case it doesn't work, and maybe we'll wait on the cripple mob too, unless we're getting. We've got to get, how much money does that cost? If we can get like 10,000 saved up, I'm gonna get this just because I'm pretty confident I want it. And as long as we can get another 5,000 or more, I think we'll be good for the bad. The laser shock or plasma accelerator was 11,000. So I guess we need like 12,000 or 13,000. But I think this round is gonna look really bad without this. We also don't have Alchemist on this. Maybe an Alchemist would also make a huge difference for this round. I don't know, everything's pretty damaged, surprisingly. I think just spam the freeze. Everything's going down. So I got almost a mil. Okay, looks like we needed to save it. And we also have 8,000, so maybe we do get the Alchemist first. And if for some reason we can't afford, or if we don't get enough money to afford this, I did try like a heli pilot. It doesn't work with ice because I don't think it gets the frozen popping power, although razor rotors could. I just want something that has full map range to hit the bad. So I think we'll get this, and we'll get the Alchemist for it. And the Alchemist will buff probably this, and the super glue I guess is fine. It'll do a little damage itself, so maybe it'd be better over here if we can. Yeah, we'll put it in range of this, and it can do a little more damage itself. All right, we got this. We just wanted to buff the sniper. If this doesn't go good, maybe I need to just put it on the other side so it primarily buffs the sniper. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's freeze. Second ability. Jump on the Oh My Gods, ZOMGs or whatever. And then we'll get the stronger stim. Is this guy getting buffed? Looks like the ice is getting it. Super glue. Yeah, it looks like the ice is getting it more than anything. Okay, I just need to save the ice ability, I think, now for when we get overwhelmed. I could also just use Sauda's second ability, probably. Okay, the money is a little closer than I'd like it to be. I don't want to get screwed on the bad. 6k. I think maybe we see if we can do without the Alchemist. See if we can do without the Alchemist, because the Alchemist probably didn't even help too much that round since it was buffing the ice tower. Let's just try and use the abilities good, and I think we should be okay. So we'll wait for like as many things as possible to then freeze it, which will make our Sauda second ability do more damage, and then we will follow it up with the first ability for the ZOMGs. Okay, we will freeze. Second ability. First ability. I think then we can use one more of these before the overwhelm happens. Could also change the targeting. This is on strong. Could change it to first. Sauda's also on strong. Freeze. That's probably good we're stunning these. They're not getting popped. First ability. Now we just hold this. And we'll have this as well. Freeze. That ability. And do we get overwhelmed now? Set this to first. Okay, yeah, we're good. We didn't need to get anything besides the sniper. And we have the money that we need to get something else. If we want an ability though, we're gonna need to get it now. But I think I want to try the dartling, so I don't think I want to get anything right now. No ability on that dartling. Freeze, jump. How many pops do I got? Half a mil? That's pretty freaking good. That's really good. Okay, auto start off so we can get our dartling gun. And I think let's get a dartling gun and we'll get an alchemist. What's the range on this? I want to get everything in range of the village if possible. We'll put the alchemist down first. No, we'll put this down first because then I think the alchemist will be closer to these two for sure. Otherwise I might be too close to the super glue. Then we'll do alchemist. No, it's not in range of village. Or we could put it here. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, if it's between the two towers, then those two are for sure the closest towers to it. Alchemist and then dartling gun. And both should be in range of the village, and the two closest towers should be sniper and dartling gun, who have full map range, which is what we want to get buffed more right now. Okay, so we go... No, we're short on the plasma accelerator. Damn it. Oh, laser cannon was way more expensive than I thought it was. All right, which is better? Advanced targeting faster, makes it fire faster, darts move faster, can pop frozen and pop 3 balloons each. So that's pierce, 3 balloons each. That sounds like pierce, so maybe we want the middle path. We actually could get a second one of these. And let's get this. And let's get a second one. No, all right, we'll put it over here. Put it over here and we'll get laser shock. How much is the 2 middle path upgrades? 1200, and then yeah, we should be good. Okay, I think that might be good enough. I don't know if these guys can pop lead, but we just need them to pop the bad. Oh, they can. This can. Laser cannon can, laser shock can't. All right, just aim for this. And does the ice do anything? It doesn't. All right, spam Sauda's first ability. It's getting damaged. Just gonna save the absolute zero. Oh, I should have used that earlier. Oh well. We probably weren't gonna get it back anyways. We'll just save the absolute zero so we can freeze them as soon as this thing pops. I'll freeze and use Sauda's first ability at the same time. All right, those are gone right away. And I probably should just change stuff to first. We could also try something besides the... Oh, I should have checked how much pops those things had. We just basically want something to be hitting them the entire time. Can we afford Comanche defense? Comanche defense might be the best bet, but I still think an alchemist would be really good. All right, we'll get the alchemist and we'll put the Comanche defense on where the dartling guns were. And I don't think we're gonna be able to afford 11,000. Yeah. Razor rotors. Well, let's change this to first, so it hits the first stuff. Everything's really grouped, so this on strong is probably fine. This is on first. Whatever we get, I think I wanted to have lead popping or freezing popping power because we're gonna wait so long. So this will have it. So let's get razor rotors, I think. It might not get the alchemist buff, but it might. All right, go quad darts, pursue, razor rotors. Maybe we can even get a second one. No, the range is so short on this village. Okay, it's in range here. It's nice we get the pursuit upgrade without having to change paths or get an additional path. Quad dart, pursuit, razor rotors. And we can get faster firing on both or close to that. And let's move all the way over here for now, just so they start right on top of our thing that we need. All right, we got both of those. We got an alchemist that's a strong. Yep, let's just try it. And we'll use Sauda's first ability right away, or second ability right away. I don't even know if we hit it though. This has 800, 1,000. It's pretty decent. Maybe don't need a freeze actually right away. We also almost get the second ability. We do need to freeze. We've got to probably freeze right away. Freeze, jump. And Sauda second ability. Hey, nice. I thought we lost. The screen was transitioning. I'm like, is that a loss? Okay. All right, we got 1.1 mil on this guy. 101 abilities used. That's kind of crazy. Review map. Sauda's got 5.2 or 527,000. These guys ended up with, that's pretty good. They must have gotten more than the laser shock Dartling guns. Also, it's good that they had the freezing popping power, probably because everything was getting frozen. All right, what else? How many pops everything else get? This got 219,000. But this was putting like all three of these, their pop count probably doesn't reflect like how useful they actually were, because it slowed down everything. 10,000 pops actually isn't terrible. Well, it's pretty terrible, but it's not. It could have been worse. And then we got 136 and 219. But this is putting a debuff, making everybody else do more damage. This is stopping things in their place. This is a really fun strategy overall, I think. And Sauda, surprisingly, like 500,000 pops is pretty good with having this small of a range on a big map like this, where most of the time the mobs were over here. But Sauda's first ability, just being able to jump on them. And Glaive Lord, even though, again, it's all the way in the back here, I guess it's just I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that this has such a high pop count, but stuff doesn't get popped until it gets to it, I guess. Like, we don't, the BFBs were basically making it all the way to here. So he's basically taking down BFBs and below, or helping with all of that. And then ZOMGs is what Sauda and the sniper pretty much were the only ones taking down, since they were like out here and stuff. But that'll be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun using this and wanted to showcase it. Pretty similar to what I tried on Impalpable, and I wanted to be able to use the absolute zero because it's a fun tower. Obviously, this probably isn't the best map to do something like this on. There's that map I had already done Chimps Mode on, the advanced map Spillway. Like, ice in there would have been great, but with the limitations I had put where we could only use the middle, we basically needed that spot to start, so couldn't do it there. And I also want to do it on a map that I still need a medal. So this map obviously would be really great, but I already have the Chimps medal. But ice in the middle there would be cool. And this map came out with Sauda too, but we could only fit one tower, I think, in the middle there. I don't know if Sauda and the ice could fit, but they could have maybe. There's probably some other good ones, but I still think that one was pretty good. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good one and fun playing balloons. And if you try this out, I hope it goes good for you. There's probably better maps, so I'm sure there's lots of maps that you could try it out on. But that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.